Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Life in Arizona. I'm Shelly and I'm a full-time realtor here in Arizona with the Valley Solutions team at HomeSmart. And today we're going to dive into the pros and cons of living in beautiful Chandler, Arizona. So let's get started. There are tons of pros and cons to living in Chandler, Arizona. So we're going to start with the pros first, the positives. And I know what you're going to say. Shelly, you're going to tell me the weather is fantastic. And it is fantastic. But we're not going to talk about the weather because it is what you think it is. It's wonderful in the wintertime when every other parts of the country are cold and snowing. And in Chandler in the summertime, it's really hot. So that's pretty much all you need to know about the weather, the pros of the weather and the cons of the weather. So we'll just take the weather or the climate out of our discussion completely. So let's focus on job opportunities as our number one pro. Chandler is known for having a strong job market, especially in the technology and manufacturing sectors. It's home to many major employers, including Intel, Orbital, and microchip technology. We have a lot of companies that are moving here and setting up shop, and that they're doing is then they're bringing a lot of employees, and that is a real positive for our job market here. And it also changes some of the dynamics about our housing market as well. But if you are with a company that is moving here, or if you want to move here for something within, say, the technology sector, Chandler is a great place to be. Pro number two, education. Chandler is a highly regarded, highly thought of school system with a lot of top ranked public schools and lots of different private school options as well. And there is also the Chandler Gilbert campus for the Maricopa Community College system. And that is housed, the Chandler Gilbert, so it's right on the border between the two towns. But that is also another higher education opportunity that is in the area. Pro number three, outdoor recreation. The city offers numerous parks, golf courses, outdoor recreation areas like the nearby Tonto National Forest. Residents can enjoy hiking, biking, boating, and other outdoor activities. So like many parts of the valley, outdoor recreation is a major pro for Chandler, Arizona. Another pro is safety. Chandler consistently ranks as one of the safest cities in the United States. And so that really can provide a more secure environment for families and individuals who want a safe environment or are concerned about safety. Chandler could be a great option. And sticking with safety, I should also, and outdoor recreation that we just talked about, Chandler really offers a really good quality of life. The city, like I said, boasts some excellent schools, typically has what's considered a low crime rate and a pretty diverse community. It has lots of shopping centers, dining options, and entertainment venues. The Chandler Fashion Center to the vibrant and popular downtown Chandler, there's always something to do or something to explore. And Chandler really has a pretty vibrant cultural scene with theaters, art galleries, museums, and like I've mentioned in other videos, the downtown Chandler area. If you're interested in kind of a quaint, walkable area, downtown Chandler is awesome. There's also a lot of different events, annual events that happen. The Ostrich Festival, the Chandler Jazz Festival are some things that you would want to check out as well. And again, that kind of goes back to our awesome weather. So there's always a lot of outdoor activities, even in the summer. Arizona, we do the heat really well. We take care of the heat really well. But there are always a lot of outdoor activities and festivals in a lot of our communities. And Chandler is another one with those two specifically, the Ostrich Festival and the Chandler Jazz Festival. I said I wasn't going to talk about the weather. So as a con, we're not going to talk about the weather because you already know it's hot. What we are going to talk about for con number 1 is the cost of living. While not exceptionally high compared to other major cities, the cost of living in Chandler is slightly above the national average. Housing prices in particular can be relatively high. Chandler is in the East Valley of the greater Phoenix Valley. There's Phoenix itself, then there's the West Valley, which is Goodyear, Litchfield Park, Buckeye, and then there is the East Valley. So you have Tempe, Mesa, Gilbert are considered the East, Chandler considered the East Valley. And the East Valley typically housing prices run higher than the West Valley, although West Valley might be catching up. So there's something for you to consider is just to note that if you're interested in being in the East Valley, home prices tend to be higher compared to the West Valley, like Goodyear, Litchfield Park, Buckeye, Chandler, Gilbert, Tempe, Mesa. That area tends to cost more for a home in those areas. Con number 2, traffic. Like many growing cities, Chandler is experiencing some traffic congestion, especially during peak hours like rush hour, but also peak months. So the winter months, say October to March, tend to be when we have the most visitors, either just short-term visitors or longer-term visitors. Those are considered our peak months for visitors. So commuters can sometimes face delays on major roads or highways. And also with our general proximity to Phoenix as a large major city, you would expect that congestion as we have more visitors and more people to the valley. However, I should say the city has been continuously working on improving transportation infrastructure to alleviate this issue. So there is always work, there are always improvements happening, but traffic can still be an issue. Con number 3 is limited public transportation. There is a public bus system, and public transportation options are still somewhat limited compared to other larger cities. Most residents will rely on private vehicles for transportation. The greater Phoenix Valley does have a light rail system, but the route is still fairly limited, goes up to Central Phoenix and then into Mesa. So there's still, it's not huge and it doesn't come down to Chandler. So like I said, public transportation is somewhat limited, but again, there's always improvements and changes to be made to make the city more accessible and to give people other options other than relying on the bus or their own car. So there you have it. Chandler, Arizona can offer a really desirable lifestyle with our weather, our job market, and some, entertainment or outdoor recreation options. However, of course, it's essential to consider our heat, the cost of living, and again, some traffic congestion or the public transportation system. If you're used to utilizing public transportation, that will be a change for you coming to Arizona. Thank you for joining me today to talk about the pros and cons of Chandler, Arizona. If you ever have questions about the real estate market in Arizona, please let me know. I'm here to help. And be sure to subscribe, like, comment, hit that bell for notifications to the channel so that you can be the first to know about any updates or information about the Phoenix or Arizona real estate market. As always, Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.